Hello, hello. Let's go through some nice, relaxing neck stretches, get a little bit of movement into the shoulder and the upper body. Just a nice little break during your day. You can save this video, do it anytime during the day. But if you're starting to feel a lot of tension, you've been sitting on a computer or on a tablet or telephone, you're on technology a lot, this is a great little break for you to do during the day. So just begin with your feet crossed, like crisscross applesauce, sitting as comfortably as you can. We want to find those two sit bones, just kind of wiggle around until you find those two pieces that feel like they're pressing into the earth. Let them continue to press into the earth as you softly pull your belly up, getting nice and tall through the spine. So we want to just relax the shoulders, hugging the shoulder blades softly in and down, taking the back of your head, and you're just going to softly press it back so that we're not up here. We're just going to reach it back. Now at first, this may be a lot of work, but we want to start working on that nice tall posture, engaging the core, engaging the back muscles to help us stay up tall throughout our day and nice and open through the chest. So from here, just begin to take a couple of breaths. If you would like to close the eyes, you can, but begin to inhale, reach those arms up over the head. Now bring all your awareness to your fingertips and take a deep breath in, letting that air or that breath come down through the arms, touch the top of the head, bringing the breath into the head, behind the eyes, bring it down into the throat, and into that divine heart center. Just hold that breath or in a soft little pause right there. And as you exhale, move down to the solar plexus, right below the belly button. Press your hands into your legs, breathing into the legs, and then hands into the floor, breathing down into the earth, sitting up nice and tall. And from here, just relax your hands. Palms will face up on top of your arms. And this is just on top of your legs. A nice open, receiving, easy. It's opening up the shoulders, whereas we're here, we start to turn in those shoulders. So dropping the chin to the chest. Stay long through the back of the neck. Drop the chin down as much as it'll go. And this should feel good and easy. It should not feel stressful or painful. So if it starts to hurt or you feel a lot of tension or pulling, lift your head up a little bit and take all your awareness to that spot and imagine the breath deep inside the chest. And as you exhale, just let it press out into that area where you're feeling that tension. And then as you inhale, just let it be easy. As you exhale, maybe pressing out from the inside of the body out into that area where you're feeling the tension again, and let it begin to soften. So those exhales are so powerful in releasing tension from the body. If we're holding on to anger, sadness, grief, all of these emotions that tend to cause us to go into crisis modes, we're holding on, we tend to not exhale very well, or even we hold the breath as long as we possibly can. So really enhancing or accentuating your exhale, making it deeper, making it slower until it feels nice and easy in that area. So now that you've been hopefully continuing to hold your neck down, begin to lift up, lead through that heart. So lift up through the chest, let your neck get long and look up to the sky. You're just gonna hold there for a little bit. You should feel a nice elongation and stretch through the front of the head. If you start to feel dizzy or lightheaded in any of these, or you start to see spots or anything just seems off, just gently come back out of it. Try not to snap out of it, but gently come back out of it. Breathe right there for a moment. And it may not be for you today. The extension one tends to be a little harder for a lot of people. So now bring your gaze back to neutral. Just take your chin and turn it over your right shoulder, looking to the side. Try to stay nice and long through the body. So everything below the shoulders is not moving. Your shoulders are not moving. It's just the neck. And now take a nice deep exhale and take it all the way over to the opposite shoulder. So we're simply looking over our shoulders. Holding there. Good, and then come back to the center. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Now, what I see a lot of people do is they try to get their shoulder up there. I'm not concerned with how high your shoulder can lift. We want to feel a nice stretch on the left side of the neck. So again, to accentuate this, we have a few different things. Imagine your breath inside the center of your throat. As you exhale, really push that breath out through the left side so you'll feel it pressing against the neck. That will help to release some of the tension in the muscle. If you can go fairly far without turning or lifting the shoulder, you can add a right hand to just rest on top of your head, so right above your left ear, and it's just resting. It is not pulling, it is not pushing, it's simply resting, letting gravity add to the stretch. And then simply release that hand. Now, staying with your right ear towards your right shoulder, turn your chin into that right shoulder and you're gonna tuck it in towards your collarbone. So we're still stretching the left side, but now a little bit more into the back as well. So you're just looking down at your right elbow and breathing here. Again, any area that feels really tight, doesn't feel like it wants to let go or release or relax, take all your awareness to that area. Breathe from inside the body and exhale out through that side. It's amazing how much the breath can just simply release those muscles, release the tension in the body. Now from here, drop your chin back to your chest. And inhale, begin to look up. So we'll drop left ear to the left shoulder. Again, release those shoulders. Don't let them come up to meet your head. We're trying to stretch those muscles that attach from the head to the shoulder. And again, breathing here. If you need a little extra, this side feels nice and relaxed and you just think that a little extra is warranted, take that left hand on top of the right side of the head. And again, no pressure here. It's not pulling, it's not pushing, it's simply resting nice and light. Letting gravity help with the stretch. And begin to release that arm. Now turn your chin into that left shoulder and tuck it in nice and tight. And again, this should feel good. This should feel like a nice stretch through the right side of the head. If it feels like it's pulling, if it feels like something's about to pop, sometimes when we're stretching, we can put tension into it and create that popping sound. I advise you to not try to do that and maybe just come up a little bit. Don't tuck it in quite as deep. And from here, exhale your chin right over the chest. Now bring your hands, palms are going to press into your shins, just right below those kneecaps. As you inhale, push your belly button forward, lift through the heart, reaching the heart forward, lift up through the neck, look to the sky. Again, if that's too much, just look forward. As you exhale, tuck your tail under, push your belly back, your heart back, let the chin drop. Inhale, belly reaches forward. Lift up through that heart, maybe just look forward, relaxing the shoulders, or look up to the sky. And one more time, exhale, tuck the tail, push the belly back, the heart back, drop the chin. And inhale back up to neutral. So find that spot. Sit bones are pressing into the earth. You're nice and engaged. Belly through the heart, through the top of the head, are pulling up. Take your left hand to the floor, reach the right arm to the sky. As you exhale, just reach over to that left side. Now here, a lot of people, they try to get so far over, they round here. Open that shoulder up. So it's like you're hugging your right shoulder blade back. Look to the side wall, maybe to your arm or to the sky. Again, listen to your body and where it's ready to go today. And inhale, lift up, reach across. So you're gonna reach your heart over that left knee, reaching that arm across the body. Inhale, float back up. Good. So take your right arm behind your right hip, left hand to your left thigh. Lift up through your heart and take your gaze over your right shoulder. Now, if that's too much, just look straight to the side. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale back up to the front and reach one more time to that left side. And then inhale, float up, drop your right arm down. Left hand can come here to support. If your shoulders are nice and open, you can take that left hand, turn your palm back, thumb down to find your right hand, as long as you stay tall through your spine if you're not curling over. So if we're curling over, we don't want to go there. Maybe just hang out here. Good, let's do that right side. So right arm to the floor, reach that left arm up, take it all the way over as far as you can. Open up that shoulder a little more, look towards the sky. And inhale, float up. Reach your heart over that right leg. Reach as far as you can. Looking down at the floor, staying long through your sides and the back. And inhale to float up. Take your left hand around behind your left hip. Right arm to the outside of your left thigh. So you're in a little bitty twist. You can make it deeper. Lift up tall. Exhale to twist and look back. Again, if it's too much or if you feel like something wants to pop and maybe there's a lot of tension in there, don't push it that far. Allow it to feel like a nice, easy stretch. Keeping the right hand where it is. Bring your heart back to the front, left arm to the sky. Reach over to that right side one more time. Both sit bones press into the floor. Don't let that left hip rock up. And inhale, tall. Left hand comes down the back. Right hand can assist to open the shoulders. Good, and then gently release. 2 shoulder rolls here. You can do as many of these as you'd like during the day. Take your hands behind you. You're going to clasp your hands together. Take them around the back. Reach your knuckles down towards the floor, pinkies to the wall behind you. Open up the chest here. And then gently release. So the very last thing we're going to do is to make an infinity sign with our nose. So what this helps with is the movement of your head on top of your first vertebrae. So we're going to move it in an infinity sign, and we'll go one way and then we'll go the other way. So if you feel like you have a lot of tension up here at the very top of the head, this might be really ideal for you. So give it a shot. If you don't like it, you never have to do it again. All right, so it's easier for me to do it with my eyes closed, so you might want to try it with your eyes closed as well once you see what I'm going to be doing. So again, we're focusing on our nose. Our nose is making the infinity sign. So you'll begin in one direction, make a loop, cross in the center, and a loop. And again, we're trying to simply move through the head. Nothing else is moving. And then see if you can go the opposite direction. We tend to go the way that feels easiest and more natural first. Going in the opposite direction is great for the brain as well. It gives it a little exercise. And then just come back to center, keeping those eyes closed for a moment, and just really breathe into that belly. See how the body feels. Just do that internal survey with those eyes closed without the external distractions. And when you're ready, softly begin to open your eyes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is something you can do every day. You can do it multiple times a day, especially if you have a lot of neck and shoulder tension.